you say he was unsuccessful in trying to do what he was kind of brought to do in terms of race relations, but it seems that in many ways status quo remained because he is still operating within a system. Can you talk to us a little bit about the way he responded to other protests under his tenure that really was just, continuing on the legacy of Ottawa police before him?
Yeah, exactly. So back in November 2020, a bunch of us Black and Indigenous organizers had taken up an intersection on Nicholas and Laurier in the downtown area. And it was, we were there for about 36 hours before we moved in on police, with armed police. And this happened at 4 o'clock in the morning after we were promised a meeting with the Ottawa Police Services Board. And so we knew that this approach was strategic because of the way that they came in when they knew that we were asleep. And so a lot of us also during that protest were arrested and charged with mischief. And what you're seeing right now with folks in the downtown core being able to go on and spew hate rhetoric and harass residents and intimidate residents and, be able to do all of these really damaging and violent acts is exactly what the police force is there to enforce. The policing as an institution is there to enforce power. It's there to uphold power, and it's not meant to protect Black and Indigenous lives whatsoever. And so when I'm talking about Chief Slowly not being able to build those community relationships, is because he enforced acts such as having the police force move in on us back in November 2020, and also again in 2021 when we had blocked off a highway that when Black and Indigenous folks are out there advocating on behalf of our lives and our safety, we are moved in upon, we are heavily surveilled, we are arrested, we are forcibly removed. But when you're seeing white demonstrators out there harassing other folks and creating complete havoc in our city, nothing's happening.
So to that end, what do you make of the fact that those tactics weren't used here under his leadership?
Yeah, well, I think that just speaks to policing as an institution. I mean, it's there to serve and protect the people that it represents, and that's whiteness and that's white supremacy. And so most of the demonstrators that you see in the downtown core are white, and they are also representing this white supremacist ideology. And so that's why I believe there's not a swift move to be able to remove them. And the only reason why this is becoming really contentious is because of the response that Ottawa residents have had to the folks here in the downtown core, where they have been harassed by these folks who are here. So the fact that the Ottawa Police Services have been caught on video praising these demonstrators and supporting them just speaks to the way that police as an institution works here in Ottawa.
Kwasi, I want to ask one more question because you study policing. This happening